Today we're going to talk about rocks and how to paint them, and we're going to have some fun because I have here 3 rocks and a potato. Rocks can be a little challenging, and the end result is often a potato. People will try to draw rocks or paint rocks, and they end up with these mushy sort of rounded shapes. And I know that it's very easy to tell which one is a potato simply by looking at it right now, but when you're painting it, you don't have as many visual cues. And when you're trying to paint a picture, a two-dimensional scene, you need to latch on to a few things, characteristics of rocks that will push the potato into the world of the rocks. So I have here the rocks right here. Now the difference here is about the same size, but what makes rocks look like rocks are the rocks always have sharper plane breaks. So here you have a very mushy plane break from the top plane to the side plane to the bottom plane. But a rock, to make it look solid and very, very, rugged and sharp, you need to always find hard edges between the top plane. I mean, it doesn't have to be a straight edge, it can be broken edge, but there's a lot of broken plane breaks here. And the major plane, I picked this rock because it's very simple and straightforward. There's no question that there's a plane break here between the top plane and the side plane and then the bottom plane, you see. But not all rocks are like that. Now the question is, what do you do? I took a rounded rock, and when you're painting a scene with rounded rocks, you want to also be able to describe a rounded rock and not make that look like a potato. So what I suggest doing, see this rounded rock, there is a sense of a plane break here. And you could see it here. It rounded from the top down to the side to the bottom, and there's a little bit of a crack here. Here, this is broken. This part is broken. So if you're doing, let's say, rocks on the shore of a lake or something, which are rounded by nature, then you'd paint them. You'd kind of exaggerate, maybe just a little bit, this plane break here, where it goes from the top to the side. So in general, okay, right here I have drawn, or painted rather, a potato. It's potato because it's rounded. Everything is rounded. It's brown. It's got I put richness in. Rocks have richness too, though. So potato is organic and it's from the earth, and it has beautiful rich tones in it, just like rocks do. Now I'm going to blur these transitional points because they're in a potato, they're very, very soft. And of course I've simplified it. I've made the light coming down from above. So it's all an illusion now. Now if we take these same colors that I used for the top plane, which is Naples yellow, and transparent oxide and blue for the turning planes. Now let's just say we just play around with some edges. Now if we have some harder turning planes, now we just changed the profile here. Okay, so I'm instead of having rounded areas, I'm trying to do everything in terms of hard plane breaks. So I want to seize upon these, even if you don't really see these in nature directly. You want to put these in because you want there to be no question that what you're doing is a rock. So again, you take what you're seeing here and you just change it like this. It's the same colors, but I'm changing the edges. And of course, it's always fun with a rock, and you see a lot of great masters doing this, putting a little sort of a crack in it. So there you have your rock. Same colors as the potato, same same colors, same top plane, same side plane, same bottom plane, but all we have is a difference of edges. Now, can we put it back into a potato? Absolutely. Again, it's just about and some rocks, are more potato-like than others. And the trick is, how do you get enough realism in there, just enough subtle plane break, so that it still looks like a rock and not a potato. You're always going to rely on a certain amount of very hard plane breaks, regardless. See, now we're getting the soft edges again, soft transitions. Now it still looks a little rock-like because the profile here is got very hard plane breaks. Now we got to just mush this all together again, and so if your rocks are looking like potatoes, then you might want to consider this lesson to help you. So always check the profile edges, see if they can't have occasional sharp plane breaks, and then check your internal plane breaks and see if they can't be sharpened up too. So it's all same colors again, but we're putting it back into and then you have a little bit of the eyes in the potato. So I hope this lesson is useful today.